guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. As I usually do up front, I'm going to go ahead and show you the papers that I think I will be using. And also on this one, I show you some dies that I'm going to use. On this layout, I'm going to be using mostly the Reset Girl collection. And I'm not sure if I actually use all the papers I show, but I went ahead and freeze framed on the names anyways, just in case I did. So this is the doily die I had picked up at Tuesday morning, and I believe this is the first time I'd used it. And this Quick Cuts die, it is a 12-inch die. I do not have the extenders to use on my Big Shot, so I kind of tried to maneuver it anyways. That is going to be on my list of things to get just whenever I feel like I can spend the extra money on it. So I took all these die cuts that I made, and I'm just going to put them around the page in a way I think I might like. I do a lot of layering with the circles and also the doilies. And as you can see, that green doily right there I'm playing with, or was playing with up on that picture. I wanted it to extend under the second picture, but I also wanted to go over the first picture. I just liked the way that looked, so I was trying to definitely keep that there as an element. I just really liked how that was. And so then I took some of the circles and doilies and put them at the bottom of the page as well. This is kind of a central layout, only not. It's a little bit over to the left. So it'll kind of go from a diagonal from the left to the bottom right, because the bottom right is where I do put my title. I like how this turned out. This collection is not my favorite with the colors. The colors are very, very muted. And that cardstock I use as the background, it is a basil textured cardstock. Right here I just showed you my Tim Holtz Distressed ink in black soot, and I am going to ink the edges of everything. I will cut away here in a second and they will all be laid down. Now unfortunately, when I pull them up to ink the edges, I don't always put them down in the same spot because, well, I really just don't have that good of a memory. So I don't know where they were. I just try to put them down back in a spot that's nice. Right here is where I'd start pulling out those long die cuts that I did with the quick cuts, and some of them are off and you can kind of tell, but it's okay because my circles extend to the bottom and the top of the page, so I can just cut those, you know, to go over the whole page. So I can cut out the parts that didn't cut as well because, again, I don't have the extender plates for my Big Shot. I am going to ink the edges of those long pieces, those long circles. And right here, this circle piece I pull out, I am inking the edges of that as well, but this is where I am going to put, it's not really a subtitle, well, kind of maybe it is. I just spell out on there Kayla and Bentley, and I end up cutting it up. Right here, I pulled out this piece of paper, patterned paper, and it is like a dress, not a dress form, a pattern, a dressmaker's pattern, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and back my photos with. So right here I am showing you my glue, and I'm also going to show you my little Tombow tape runner, and I'm going to go ahead and stick down the pieces, or some and or most of the pieces. And this is where I mentioned previously, they don't all fall in the same spot that I have them in. I don't keep all of the gluing down in the video, so don't worry, you won't have to sit through that. These are photos of Kayla and Bentley. Kayla is one of my nieces that I had previously been doing the pregnancy photos for. Well, Bentley was born on December 1st, and he had went to the doctor's on this specific day, and she had sent me a picture of her and him, and in her text message she sent me these pictures, and she said, "We are pretty cute." Yes, yes you are. So that is what I named this layout, is just pretty cute, because that is what she told me in the text message that she had sent. Now this is going to be a page that will be sent to Kayla, so there's not any journaling on here. And she had told me in the past that when I send her the layouts, she will write something on it. So I don't know if she's going to write it on the front or the back, but she will write something that talks about the situation or the photos or whatever the case may be. These are some Tim Holtz little tiny text stickers. I can't remember what they are called. They're from the Ideology collection. I found these on Amazon. Well, I've had them previously and I love them so much, and they're hard to find. So when I found them again on Amazon, I went ahead and ordered like 4 different packs of them because I love them. And that is what I'm going to spell out Kayla and Bentley with. Well, now basically the base of the page is laid out, and I'm going to start pulling out some embellishments, I believe. Right here is where I cut apart that strip that I had put their names on and just put Kayla and Bentley down there. I'm going to put one of those die cut circles over onto the left of that. I'm just going to build a little bit of an embellishment cluster right there. Here is another piece of one of those 12 by 12 cuts that I tried to do there, circles, and I spelled out DEC for December 22nd, 2016, and it is going to go right there on that bottom right. And here I am back up at that top cluster putting down some birds that I had fussy cut out of one of the papers, and I am inking the edges with the Tim Holtz Black Soot Distress ink. I do try to ink everything with that, but as per usual, probably some of it didn't get done because that is my thing, missing the inking. But I do love inking the edges. I've been doing that quite a bit lately. So as I said, my title was pretty cute. I went ahead and put that down. These are the Together foam stickers that came out with the Maggie Holmes Gather collection. And even though they're foam, and the foam usually sticks pretty good, I went ahead and added some extra liquid adhesive to the back of them anyways. Right here I just pulled out some of the die cuts. I am going to put a camera right there. I'm not sure if it's that one or not. And I'm just going to go ahead and place some of these different die cuts around the page. I want to keep that bird down there at the bottom right, but he's sitting too low. So I am going to pull out a floral die cut to sit him on. And right there it looked like I just hit the camera. Sorry about that. I pulled out one of these clips. I love these clips, but they're really hard for me to make work. Usually what I do is cut off the tip of it, but I didn't want to do that this time. So I went ahead and put it down there at the bottom, and you can see the tail of it underneath the glasses, but I am going to remedy that here in just a few minutes. So I'm back down with that bird, so I'm going to set him on these flowers, and he's still not quite as high as I would like him to be. I am going to put down these flowers, but then I'm going to pull out some more flowers that I had fussy cut out of another sheet and lay it on top of those flowers so he can sit up just a little bit higher. I think this is where I'm looking at him saying, no, you're not high enough. We're going to have to fix you. See, I want his head right there, tucked in by the side of that Y. And so we fix it right here, and so he can sit up just a little bit higher. I wanted to get, I knew his whole body wasn't going to fit on the page, and that's fine, but I wanted to make sure I had some of that green in there. I like this green color, and I think it's pretty good. Bentley is wearing his little sleeper, has a green design on it, but the cuffs are green, and his hat's a dark green and a white green. I think one of Kayla's friends made these hats for him, and also she had made the cutest little booties, and I've got to do a page of these little booties that her friend made for him. I wish I could crochet, and in fact I went to Goodwill, I think it was last week sometime, and they had a bag of yarn. Well, in this yarn was also some crochet thread, and some of it had like copper glitter in it, the crochet thread, and I thought that was great. Well, the whole bag of the yarn was like $3.99, and I was like, well, I'd pay $3.99 for those 2 rolls of crochet thread, so I went ahead and bought the bag. So now I have all this yarn that I don't know what to do with. So I used to crochet, and I also think I might have some knitting needles up in the attic. So I'm going to have to relearn that just so I could use this cute little thread that I picked up at Goodwill. I love Goodwill. If you guys don't go to Goodwill, you should just go and check out the section where they have the home stuffs, because a lot of times, you know, crafters, we go through phases, and sometimes when we de-stash, in quotes, we'll just put them in a box and send it to Goodwill. Well, it might be something you've been looking for. So I saw this one video and this girl picked up, I don't know, I want to say 30 dies for like $2. Insane. I've been looking for something like that and have not found it yet. So I went ahead and pulled out these word stickers, and they're part of the Reset Girl. So a lot of them have to do with planners. I do pick out 3 of them. One says Truly Special, True Love, and Forever and Ever are the ones I use. Now, because so much of these stickers have to do with planning, I do suspect, even though in the past I've said I don't decorate my planner, I do suspect some of these planner stickers are going to end up in my planner, because where else am I going to use them? I could give them away, sure, or I could just put them in my planner and make it a little bit more cute. So I am sticking those down. I'm going to glue down some of the edges that are sticking up and annoying me just the slightest bit, and then I'm going to take out the Tim Holtz Distress Ink in black again, and I ink around the entire edge of this page. Just ink around the whole thing. I've not done that before. You can't really tell, it doesn't have a whole big effect, but you know, I had the ink out and it was fun, so that's what I did. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black. I just put a notebook over the Fido, and I pull out a paintbrush and flick the ink or the wand of the spray mist against that paintbrush to make some little teeny tiny splatters around the page. It turns out nice. I really like how this one is. Although I do still wish that the colors were a little more vibrant and not as muted. It was a little bit of a challenge to work with this collection, but I think I pulled it off pretty good. At this point, I'm going to pull out these Close to My Heart epoxy bubbles, and I don't use any of them. I pulled them out, shopped them around, and didn't use them. I don't know why I kept that in there. I probably should not have. So this is all I do to the layout. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.